This is a video of Kevin and a seagull. Okay.
Hang on, let me polish my shoes.
Compose yourself. Right, here we are. Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, and I'm on my quest for England. And today I'm joined by the very lovely Kevin Hall. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Richard.
Now, a slightly different thing in my quest today because England is a wonderful place, but you'll notice that recent times I've been filming a few videos from worried people about the building work that's going on. In our modern society, things are aging and getting into dilapidated states. Churches are crumbling. A lot of historic sites. There was a wall in, I think, Lewis that collapsed fairly recently.
I think it was on the news, I think.
A castle wall. So in today, I wanted to talk about one little project that I've been working on in the background that members of the Bald Explorer Facebook group have been contributing to, and that is, I've been encouraging people to get out and video stuff, and I guess it wasn't really my initial purpose when I started out, but people were being inspired by my videos.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you were one of them.
Oh, indeed, yeah, absolutely.
And very much I want to inspire people because there's so much in England, Scotland, Wales, in Britain, and all round really, of heritage, landscape and nature that we need to record for posterity.
Oh, very important, very important. We're losing it too fast.
We are.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wanted to talk to Kevin because you've been inspired to do. You'd never put together videos before.
No, never. It's something that never really crossed my mind to do.
Yeah.
And I started following you probably 2.5 years ago, and just watching your videos, and then probably 2 years ago when we first probably met up.
Yeah.
It made me start thinking about trying to do my own videos in a very unprofessional way compared to yours. But yeah, it's great, and I love it. I love to just get out into the countryside and again, like yourself, film around some churches and the landscape and things like that. And I just love doing it.
And the thing is, other people enjoy the fact that you've shared them on the places like the Bald Explorer Facebook group, which people can upload their videos to, and you've set up your own YouTube channel.
I've got my own YouTube channel now, which I'm chuffed a bit. So I've got 103 subscribers, which is great. You know, which, if I'd have got to 50, I'd have been very happy. But to get 103, no, I'm very pleased. And the comments seem to be very positive and sort of encourage me to get out and do more.
Absolutely. So, and I'll put the link naturally to your channel.
Thank you.
Get a few more subscribers.
Yeah.
And I think this is really an important thing, is to encourage people to get out and video and film. So one of the things I want to do more of is a series of workshops, and I've been doing a couple of live workshops on Facebook showing how editing works, but I'd probably put together this year, over the year, a series of helpful lessons, if you like, to help people to go about it. But never mind all that, let's talk more about you, Kevin. So when you first started to make your films, what were you using?
Just my mobile phone.
And the quality of mobile phones, isn't it? They're just so good now.
I remember when you saw one of the videos that I'd made, you said to me, what are you using to film with? And I just said my mobile phone. And you were quite amazed at the quality that it came out as.
Yes.
And it was a Samsung 8 at the time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm still on a Samsung 5, so I haven't really caught up on the mobile phone technology. But when you see the results, these phones now are as good as the professional cameras ever were.
And technology changes so fast.
Yes.
From using my mobile phone, I still use my phone, but I then bought a gimbal.
Right.
Again, by watching you make your films, and the fact that you used to use a gimbal, so I bought myself a gimbal to use with my Samsung 8, which was fantastic.
And we should just explain what a gimbal is for people who are thinking that's an interesting word. What the hell does that mean? What is a gimbal?
A gimbal is something you can attach your mobile phone to, but the stabilisation that you get from a gimbal on to your phone is fantastic. You don't get the camera shake, but it can. Again, they're changing with technology, you know. But you can manoeuvre the gimbal around much easier. It's probably about 18 inches, 2 foot long.
So it's a bit like my microphone, really, in height that I'm holding here.
Yep.
And the camera sits in this gimbal, which is a 3-axis little motors, which effectively holds the camera stationary.
Yeah, the phone sits into like a cradle at the top.
Yeah.
And it holds it in place.
And they've come down in price. They're about 120, 150 quid, something like that. And the technology involved in that used to be, for feature films, would cost an absolute packet to get stable shots that didn't need a track and a dolly and all of that. And now, you know, it's commonplace. But the quality and the advanced in technology has almost done away with gimbals now in a lot of senses, because other cameras have the stabilization built into the camera that you almost don't need a gimbal. And you've progressed now from your phone, haven't you?
I have. I've again encouraged by yourself to go for a GoPro. So I've now got a GoPro 7 Black, which is a fantastic little camera. It produces great video quality.
Now, just again, for people who don't know, and a lot of people will know what we're talking about, and of course I'm always aware that there are people who have no idea, and one wants to try and encourage them as much as possible to get out and do more of this videoing. And a GoPro it's about the size of a matchbox.
Yes, it is. It's very small. It's small, yeah.
And they're otherwise known as action cameras. So you would have seen people on skateboards or bicycles or surfing and that sort of thing. That's where they originally came from.
Yeah.
But the ability now for vlogging, so that you can have it on a little handle like the microphone here, and you can point and shoot yourself. Is amazing. And of course the stabilization that the GoPro Hero 7 and now the 8 have does away with the gimbal.
Oh yeah,
so you get so steady shots. You
do. And I think I've found with the GoPro, and I've only made 2 short videos so far which need to be edited, I find it easier because you can get down very low to things.
Yes.
Whereas if you've got a gimbal, you can't really get in too close. You know, if you wanted to get into a shot from it close to a tree, shall we say, or a shrub, and you wanted to get in close, you can get really right into it with a GoPro 7.
Very incredibly versatile because of the size and the wide angle lens that they have. There are obviously a lot of limitations on them as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which you have to sort of get into. But then, you know, I'm using my DSLR, I use my GoPro, and very rarely I use my bigger professional camera, not so much these days, because it's having something that's carryable, small and transportable, which just makes it so much easier to get out and about into the countryside.
And it is, you know, and you've seen me when I've been out on a walk with a huge rucksack on, carrying all my kit and my bridge camera on a clip on my belt to take photographs. But now I've bought myself a small Sony compact camera.
Again, not much bigger than a large matchbox.
That's right. And
it's amazing.
And you were quite amazed by the technology in that little camera.
Yes,
It cost me a lot of money, but again, it's something I can just put in my pocket, as you can with a GoPro and a little handle, and you don't need to be lugging around great big rucksacks. So it makes it much more versatile.
So the gear is out there, and you don't have to spend a huge amount of money, but I really do want to try and encourage people to not only get out and go for walks and get into the countryside, which in itself is pleasurable, but also to record some of that, because there's so many changes happening. I fear that our modern world is changing so rapidly. Places are closing and things are tumbling down, that if we can't get some form of recording of it for posterity and the future generations to enjoy, then I think it's a dereliction of duty.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Yeah.
So look out for the workshops that I'll put up, little videos which will help you to do that if you're inspired to do it, and we may even, you know, try and guide you onto the sort of cameras that would be useful and that sort of thing. If you're one of the many people that do this, and you haven't posted onto the Facebook group, give it a go. Rather than link to your YouTube channel if you're putting them on the Bald Explorer Facebook group, please upload the video to the group, because there's a lot of people who don't want to go from Facebook to YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, obviously you can set up your own YouTube channel, and you can link to it within YouTube. But there's so many interesting places, and what I found over the last 2.5 years, it's amazing how many people are enjoying looking at the videos.
Oh yeah. And again, I started to follow you, but just because of one video of you doing a walk around the town that I live in, Midhurst. Yeah. And I found that, and that's where we progressed to now. From our, we've got a very firm friendship built from that.
We certainly do. We certainly do. And we are going, we did last year. We went on a few interesting places.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
This year we're hoping to do some interesting things. Nottingham is on the cards.
That's in early May. Yeah.
And we're hoping to go into the foreign lands of Wales at some point, maybe up towards Anglesey, which is an area I'd love to explore. And I think Betsy Coed and down in the Snowdonian National Park.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Richard. Yeah.
So it should be good.
Yeah.
So there we are, reasons to keep watching and reasons to go out and capture some video and share on our group. Thank you, Kevin, for coming in and having a chat with me about it.
No, thank you, Richard. It's been fun.
It's been good. And, today is one of those rare days so far this year that we've actually got sunshine.
I know.
Which is superb. Yeah. Don't forget to follow, like and subscribe. Press the bell notification and you'll be notified when the videos come up. And we've got lots of trips. So if you've got any spare change that you can put towards some of these things to help us go out, then that would be fantastic by becoming a patron. Information in the description. But until then, from Kevin and I, until the next time, bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Tra-la!